Art and jazz filled the streets of downtown Collingwood on Saturday and Sunday, August 20th and 21st, at the Collingwood Art, Jazz and Blues Festival. It's an annual event where members of the Georgian Bay Association for Creative Arts can showcase their work. Yvonne Gibson is the event chair.
Well, it's the Collingwood Art, Jazz and Blues Festival. This is the second year that we have joined with the Jazz and Blues Society to form this festival. The art show itself has been going on for the last 22 years. 8 of that has been downtown. We have about 43 artists this year in this show, and another show inside. We have more artists as well. There are demonstrations going on both here at Pine Street parking lot and again downtown at the town hall. There are artists doing demonstrations about every hour. And at Shepherd Court there is a chainsaw artist who's just ripping up the wood pretty good down there.
Meet chainsaw artist Jim Lethede from Cedar Fox Sculpture. He was putting on quite a show. You couldn't miss him.
Today I'm just doing some demonstrations. Well, people are getting up and coming by, and I'm going to carve a bird that's going to be sitting on a sphere that I'll probably call a moon and have some trees and whatnot under it.
How long have you been doing this?
I guess it's been about probably 8 or 9 years now. I just learned it on a whim. Cutting some snowmobile trails into a friend's backyard and came across a stump, carved a bird. And now it's pretty much a full-time job.
What kinds of things do you make?
Just about anything. A lot of totem poles. I do a lot of backyard pieces where a tree comes down, lightning dies for whatever reason. You get an arborist in and I'll carve basically whatever you want.
The Roadhouse Gallery made its debut at the Collingwood Art, Jazz and Blues Festival and featured the works of 2 incredibly talented artists. Sculptor Chris Nargang was working on a piece of Brazilian soapstone when we caught up to him.
Working on a piece of Brazilian soapstone and just demonstrating for the folks to show them how I do it. And then I send them inside to our gallery and let them take a look at the gallery and see the finished product. But it's just nice to get out and meet the people and visit the towns and have some fun.
It was interesting listening to you talk about how you might start a project and not really sure where you're going to end up.
Yeah, I never know what I'm going to do when I start. I just start carving and then whatever happens, happens along the way. And every time I try and do one and I draw it out, it never works. So I just know now that this is what I'm supposed to do.
Excellent.
So whatever affects me in a day comes out in the stone.
How long have you been doing this?
I started carving in '89. Yeah, I found it late. So, but I've done well with it. I've been around the world. I've got stuff with Nelson Mandela, George Bush, Prince Andrew, all the banks of Canada, Anne Murray. It's an endless list. I've done very well with it.
Tell us about your road show here.
We were coming over a show last fall, Doug and I, and we thought, you know what, we should get a trailer and go on the road and just go to different venues and meet different people that we normally meet. So we found a trailer, we bought it this fall, we worked on it through the winter, and we brought it out this spring, and this is like our 9th show this year. And we're just learning the truck and learning the ropes and getting the bugs out, and then our plan next year is to go across North America.
Where's home for you?
I live in Burleigh Falls, just north of Peterborough. I'm chief of the Kawartha Anishinaabe First Nation, Burleigh Falls, Mississaugas. And that's what I do in my other life. And I'm also a licensed archaeologist, so I do a lot of archaeology work and work on native sites, and I represent the Huron Wendat out of Quebec. So that's what I do. And Collingwood's amazing. I love it here.
When you look at his work, it's hard to believe artist Doug Como is self-taught. He is known for his innovative style and technique and incredible detail.
Well, actually, I'm working on a sea turtle in graphite. Lots of shading, lots of surface area on this piece. It's quite large, probably take me about 200 hours. Lots of detail. I use application of graphite and removal with a kneaded eraser for all the detail. and strategically it comes out quite nice. This is the first of its kind in Canada and possibly North America. I Googled it. I guess if somebody else would have had it, they would have been on. But yeah, we've just initiated this year. It's the start of our tour. Hopefully North America next year. We have a PR team now, so we're going to pick and choose where we go. We're large and we draw a crowd.
The Roadhouse Gallery will be on the road throughout Canada and the United States next year as the exhibit continues to expand and grow in popularity. Collingwood's Diane Hammond brought her cutting-edge photography technique to the festival.
It is a new technology, so these are photographs. People ask me if they're paintings, how I painted these. They're not, they're photographs. But I've had them printed on brushed aluminum. And they don't use white ink in the printing process, so anywhere where there would have been pure white in your photograph, then the brushed metallic sheen shines through. So it gives them real depth and real presence. The mood changes drastically throughout the day too. As the light changes in your room, the mood of the photograph changes. So it's new technology, people are excited by it, and I quite like it.
Stained glass artist and Georgian Bay Association for Creative Arts president Therese Conley said that while the two-day event was mostly an outside exhibition, the BMFA Downtown Arts Centre was welcoming artists and visitors too.
Yes, in conjunction with the Outdoor Art Festival, we've got an inside show going on at the BMFA Arts Centre. It's called the Outside In Show, and it's for all of our members of the Georgian Bay Association for Creative Arts to participate in, but particularly for those artists who don't like to show in an outdoor venue. Particularly photographers, glass artists, watercolorists, but we're very fortunate in that we also have people at the Arts Centre that do fiber art, work with fiber, mixed media, wood turners. So we've got a wonderful selection over at the Arts Centre as well too. Many of us are combining our efforts, and we're also showing here as well too.
The Collingwood Art, Jazz and Blues Festival continues to grow in popularity and is a summertime highlight on the schedule of events in downtown Collingwood.